record. All right, everybody look at the overhead.
Okay.
Can you tell me what we have here? What are these problems called? Exponential problems. What is 2 to the third power?
8.
8, right?
Yep.
What's 2 to the fourth?
16.
Okay, that's easy, right?
Yep.
What if I said 2 to what power is, give me a number between 8 and 16.
10.
10. Sounds good. What do you think that answer is?
Tears.
If you had to guess.
3.5.
3.5? Okay, that's a good guess. 3.5.
3 1/4.
So if I gave you a calculator, would you be able to solve this?
After
I don't remember.
If I gave you a calculator, would you be able to solve this problem?
Yeah.
How?
The log button.
Ah.
They're logs, but like I don't know how
So
to do
if
them.
you rewrote this into log form, this would be the log of, do you guys remember the translation?
10.
10.
Right?
Log of 10 equals the base
Equals
X.
equals x. Now what you would do is if you, depending on the calculator you have, if you have an 83, this calculator an 84, you have to use the change of base formula. Do you remember what it is? It'd be the log of 10 divided by the log of 2. Do you remember that? So the answer is 3.32. This is all old stuff. So in other words, 2 to the 3.32 power is equal to 10. So in order to figure out these types of exponential equations, this is an exponential equation, you need to be able to rewrite this into log form. Remember, a log is an exponent. So just to review, how do you rewrite 2 to the third power equals x? These are in exponential form. How do you write it into log form? How would you write this into log form? The log of what?
8.
Of 8 base?
2 equals 3.
Good. And this one would be the log of
16
base?
2 equals 4.
Good. So, the first objective is, are you able to write from exponential to log form? Let's practice some examples. So example 1, let's practice these 3. A, how do you write 3 to the 4th power equals 81 in log form?
Log base 3, 81 equals 4.
Log of 81 base 3 is 4. Beautiful. Next one. Log of log of 1 over 125 base 1/5 is equal to 3. And the last one. Let me hear you. Log of what? 1 over 32 base equals -5. So, first objective, can you rewrite these can you go from exponential to log form?
That I can.
Okay, good. So far you're on track. Can you go the other way? Can you go from log to exponential? Okay, what's the base? 7. What's the exponent? And that makes sense. 7 squared is 49.
It does.
How about B?
4 to the 3.
4 to the third power is 64. And the last one. 1/3 to the what power?
4 equals
Beautiful. Why do we need to know this? Well, we are going to be asked to solve equations. The equations could be written in exponential, or they could be written in log form. The big thing, the big piece of information I could give to you is, what's gonna help you solve these problems, is whatever form it's in, you should be able to see it, look at it, and say, oh, these are in log form. Rewrite them in exponential form, if it's in log form. If it's in exponential form, write it in log form. And that will help you solve probably 80% of the problems that you're going to be faced with in this chapter. That's the basis of all this. So, if you can do these problems, example 1 and 2, and you can go from log to exponential and exponential to log, you should be able to solve any of these equations that you're given today. Tomorrow, we're going to learn the properties. There's 3 properties. But for now, the unknown for A, example 3A, is y. Y is equal to the log of 25 base 5. So how are you going to solve this? Well, rewrite it in exponential form. What's the base? What's the base, everyone? 5 to the y power is equal to,
It's 2.
so what would y be?
2.
Y would be 2. How about the next one? What's the base?
4.
What's the base?
Right? Is that what this one? Oh,
First,
A.
I want it written first. A.
A.
Some number squared is equal to 16. Now mathematically what you would do is you would take the square root of both sides, and A is 4.
Is it plus or minus?
No, it's just positive 4. And C,
1/2.
1/2 to the 3rd power or cubed is
1
x.
over 8.
What's 1/2 cubed?
1 over 8.
Yeah. So far nothing crazy, right? You just
So
rewrote
far.
that. Alright, now, these are the same thing. Why are these ones different?
Because you don't have what they're equal to.
Right, well what are they equal to? Put a letter. Put whatever you want. Put a question mark. Put an X.
Oh, what else? I'll let you know.
Now, if you could easily type these in your calculator, log of 25 base 5, you can do that and get an answer. But let's pretend like you don't have a calculator in front of you. How would you do this then? How would you rewrite this? Go ahead, Jasmine.
5 to the x power equals 25.
And what is that answer?
2.
Yep. How about B? How do you rewrite this?
5 to the x equals 620.
5 to what power is 625?
15. 25. 5.
It's 4. 5 raised to the 4th power.
Well, we have to imagine we don't have a calculator. You said.
625. How about this one? Sorry I squeezed these in here. 5 to what power is 5?
1. Anything to the 0.
Now, can someone tell me a little trick that they remember from last year? And I know I went over this last year with you guys.
It's like you circle or something.
What if these two numbers are the same? What's the answer always going to be?
1.
1. Why? So if I had the log of 25 base 25, it's going to be 1. Log of 50 base 50 is 1.
It just is. Okay.
It is because this number to the 1st power is 25. Now, do you guys know where the 1 comes from?
Yeah.
It's this exponent right here. Keep that in mind. It's from here. And you'll see it in a minute. How about the next one, D?
0.
Good. How'd you get 0?
Just whenever you have anything to 0, it's always 1.
Yep. Good job. How about the next one? 5 to what power is 1/5? -1. Good. And the last one is a review of how do you rewrite the square root of 5? 5 to the 1/2 power. Now, do you remember what I told you? If these two are the same,
It's a 1.
it's a 1, but where did we get the 1 from? The exponent. Well, now the exponent's not 1. So, I want you to rewrite this for a second. Rewrite it as 5 to the x power is equal to 5 to the 1/2 power. What would x have to be so that these two are equal to each other? X would have to be what? A half. Where did the 1/2 come from? It's this exponent. So when these two numbers are the same, the answer will be the exponent of this number right here, which the exponent is 1/2. You remember that? If you can't remember it, what you have to revert to is to rewrite it in exponential form. Questions? Okay, those are your notes, the backside your homework.
Claudia,
Yes,
can I go to the bathroom?
sure.